Hello everyone, and welcome to some more horrific news. Alright, I think this popped up a while ago, and I believe this is the first sort of substantial news I've heard about it in a while anyway. So let's have a look. M3GAN Spinoff Soulmate adds Evil Dead Rise star. Lily Sullivan, who appeared in last year's Evil Dead Rise, has been cast in Soulmate, the forthcoming M3GAN spin-off from filmmaker Kate Dolan. The movie, which hails from Blumhouse and James Wan's Atomic Monster, will centre on an AI-powered android designed to help a man cope with the loss of his recently deceased wife. Of course, as you can probably imagine, he asks a little too much of the AI, and the android turns into a twisted reflection of her original purpose. According to Deadline, who originally reported the story, the movie is a great deal more risque than M3GAN, inspired by the legacy of 90s domestic thrillers like Sleeping with the Enemy and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Dolan, the director, rewrote an original draft by Raphael Jordan from a story by Atomic Monster's James Wan, Ingrid Bisu and Jordan. Fundamentally, I view this film as an exploration of relationships and loneliness, Dolan shared when the project was announced. Despite technological advances, there are enduring human truths we cannot escape, and I'm looking forward to delving into those depths. Wan and Jason Blum will produce Soulmate, with Michael Clear and Judson Scott of Wan's Atomic Monster executive producing the film. Ingrid Bisu serves as an executive producer, with Aliana Gastal overseeing the project for Atomic Monster. M3GAN was one of the biggest horror hits of last year, earning over 181 million at the global box office from a reported budget of 12 million. It's the latest in a string of hits from Blumhouse, who have a reputation for making cheap movies that connect with audiences to bring home big bounties. They're currently working on developing a Spawn movie, which will take Todd McFarlane's long-running Image Comics anti-hero firmly out of the superhero territory and into horror land on the big screen. Here is the film's official logline. In Soulmate, a man acquires an artificially intelligent android to cope with the loss of his recently deceased wife. In an attempt to create a truly sentient partner, he inadvertently turns the harmless lovebot into a deadly soulmate. There's no official release date in place for Soulmate yet, though M3GAN 2.0 is due in theatres in June. And there we go. I'm guessing they mean June 2025, but you never know these movies because they're being put back and all sorts going on. There you go, that's interesting. M3GAN was, let's be honest, it's for youngsters, young adults, you know, sort of introducing to the horror genre, so that's fair enough. It was what it was. It was a self-aware movie and found it to be a bit of fun, so no problems there. So if this is going to be a bit of a darker turn, then cool. Yeah, and that's the thing I've been talking about actually online a lot. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket in terms of the internet being a substitute for actual human connection. I sort of harp on about that because it just leads to bad places. We are a social creature at the end of the day, and we need our friends and we need our family and all that good stuff. It's good to connect with people online. It's good to have a tool to find people of common interest, but nothing even remotely compares to having those carnal, you know, flesh and blood experiences in life. I do worry about a lot of young folks that have only ever grown up with the internet and social media, and they think that's it about life and that's all it is. I'm waiting to see more movies like that. This has got to be a theme at some point, because as you know, horror is a social commentary a lot of times on what's going on in the world. I'm surprised we haven't had more of an exploration how social media can be really damaging and destructive, and people become actual slaves to the algorithm, if that makes sense, how it can go bad. But maybe that's all in the future as people are starting to wrap their heads around it, because as you know, the horror genre will tackle it first. If it can be made into a scary story, it will be. I know there's been a few films like Unfriended, etc., where an aspect of it's been tackled, but we haven't really got into the meat and bones of social media replacing actual flesh and blood relationships, be they friendships, romantic or professional. You know, as more people are working from home, professional relationships are being changed to digital ones, which I don't know, I'm in two minds about it. I love technology, as you know, I've grown up with technology, I've seen the advent of technology. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for technology, but at the same time, I think a wee bit of balance is in order. I need to sort of step back. Anyway, that's my philosophical part of the news article done. Let me know what you think about this, and until next time, keep updated on the channel, do the type of clicky things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.